provides an overview for using and navigating the Parks Facility Management Division's FMSS, or Facility Management Software Systems, Data Quality Scorecard. This brown bag provides an overview of, again, the navigational capabilities that have been enhanced in the new Tableau-enabled Data Quality Scorecard, and provides some background for the recent changes that were made in July 2017 with the official launch of the revised Data Quality Scorecard. This presentation is a recording that is based on the 4 brown bags that were presented in early July 2017 to Park Facility Management staff. My name is Jeremy Sewell. I am a contractor with Suzanne Hamilton and have been supporting the Data Quality Work Group to develop the Data Quality Scorecard. I will provide a brief background of the Data Quality Scorecard and then provide a quick demonstration for how to navigate and use it to identify and fix data quality issues in the FMSS. We will have a brief question and answer session at the end of this presentation based on several questions that came up during the brown bags in early July. Without further ado, I'll get started with the agenda. We have a little bit of background and transition to Tableau as the software for the Data Quality Scorecard, and then I will give a live demonstration for navigating the Data Quality Scorecard. In 2010, the Park Facility Management Division created the Data Quality Scorecards and have been running and improving them since then. But in March 2016, there was recognition that the Data Quality Scorecard needed to be updated to reflect current management priorities and goals and the maturity of the asset management program at the National Park Service. So the Data Quality Work Group was formed in March 2016 with the goal of reviewing the existing tools and providing updates. One of the major updates to the Data Quality Scorecard is that it is now hosted on Tableau, the Tableau server on the Department of the Interior's network. Provides a premier data visualization software that allows users to manipulate query parameters, filter down to the data they're looking for, and to see the underlying data based on that the scores are based on in the same application and view. So there's a seamless connection between seeing what errors you have or scores you have and identifying exactly what the errors are through tools that Tableau provides. The user will need FMSS access in order to address the data quality issues. So the reports that the Data Quality Scorecard provide you a list of FMSS record numbers. You will need FMSS access to go into FMSS and actually address the data quality issues. At this point, I'm going to close this presentation and go to the web. I will start from the SMP portal, which should be easily accessible from inside NPS, and navigate to the Data Quality Work Group site and then demonstrate how the Data Quality Scorecard functions. There are additional resources available on the Data Quality Work Group site. This recording is saved there, and I will demonstrate how users can access additional resources on the work group site. So here we are on the FMP portal. The data quality work group link is on the right side. I'll click it. And that takes us to the data quality work group site. Because I am an administrator, there are additional links that you can see on this screen. Not everyone will have access to those links, but everyone will have access to the links under the Home section. In the DQS guidance link, you can find multiple resources that provide guidance on how queries are evaluating the data in the data quality scorecard, and how users can fix their data. It includes the slides that were presented just prior in this presentation, and it also provides some background in the DQS Overhaul 2016 as to why queries were changed and what changes were made. Let me go back to the Home tab and click on this button to access the data quality scorecard. Now, you will notice it takes a few minutes, depending on the speed of your network connection, to load the data quality scorecard. The data quality scorecard is using reports from the Asset Management Reporting System, or AMRS, that brings data out of FMSS, and all data for all parks is built into the scorecard. So sometimes the size of that amount of data and the amount of visualizations that we have provided causes this initial load to take a little bit of time. I wanted to do this in a live demonstration to show you how long you might expect it to take. If you need to get up, go get a coffee, or drink water, please feel free to do that when you're using the data quality scorecard yourself. Great. Well, now we've loaded the data quality scorecard. It is structured into a couple of different pages, and there are 3 different groups of pages. The first, and they are organized in a hierarchical structure. The first page that you see now is the home page. This is the top of the structure. There's only one home page. One level down are the module pages, and you can see each donut on this home page represents a different module. These modules correspond to different record sets in FMSS, and so each module, this reflects the structure of FMSS. Again, under the module pages, you have individual queries. So each module has its own score. That score is an aggregate of the queries within that module. There are navigational buttons that allow you to navigate between the pages of the scorecard, and I will show you how to use them and how to filter to see the information that you would like to see. There are 3 main filters that you can apply to the scorecard. You can apply a region score, and to apply any filter, because every data point is selected initially, you will want to deselect them by clicking on the All button, then pick the region that you're interested in. Because we are based in Washington, D.C., I'll pick the National Capital Region, and then click Apply. And then the program will run, and it may take just another minute to load information specific to the filter you've selected. You can see the park list is now updated to show you a list of parks just based on the previous filter that you selected, and then you can filter by occupant. So there are several different occupant types in the facility management system. You can select one specific one to look at. You can also see there are additional filters applied that are specific to not only different modules, but different queries. The locations module has several queries which evaluate records differently based on the status. So you have to check the query page to see the statuses that are included. The assets module allows you to deselect or look at a subset of asset records based on the status. The work orders module allows you to look at all open work orders. There are no closed or completed work orders in the data quality scorecard, and it allows you to filter by work type. Capital improvement and facility management work orders are included by default, but the user can include ad hoc or FO work orders as well. So let me navigate to the locations module now, so you can see how to do that. You click this arrow, and this is one way to navigate. The other way, you can see along the top, every page is listed. You can just click on one of those module pages or query pages to navigate directly there. But the arrows are provided in case because there are so many pages included in this tool. On this module page, you can see your score, and then you can see an overall bar chart that shows you the number of records with accurate data and the number of records that have at least one error in the data. Now, if you want to see all the records that have errors and go through them and fix all of the data that way, you can download those records by left-clicking on this section of the graph. You will have this pop-up box show up. Go over to this View Data icon, and this page will show up. You'll get a pop-up box. Click the Full Data tab, and then you will want to click Show All Columns. Once you've done that, download all rows as a text file, and you should see a file downloading in your browser. If you open it, you'll notice you have all of the records that have at least one data quality error for you to review and take to FMSS to address the errors. The column headings display key information about those location records, and also if you look at the query columns, it tells you the nature of the error or whether or not that particular query is, that record is accurate for that query. I'm going to close that. You are able to download underlying data for most parts of the visuals in this tool. So if you wanted to focus on a particular query, you could select the records and error for that query and do the same thing. Download the data to evaluate and review one particular issue. Each query is listed that is included in the module along with the score and the weight. The weighting shows you how that query score is aggregated in the module score. Okay, there are some queries that have multiple errors. So you can see on the locations quantity query, there are different color bars. You can barely see some of the bars, so it's good to mouse over different parts of the visual, and you will notice different pop-up boxes show up that allow you to view things with more detail. You can also use some of Tableau's functionality to exclude certain parts of the view so that you can really zoom in and see what is happening with your data. All right, so then from that page, you can go to your query page. So I just zoomed in on the CRV query. I'm going to access that page, and here you can see several pieces of information. You can see your query score, and then you can see a graph that is unique to this query that is intended to help understand where the errors are and what's going on. There is an asterisk here. If you mouse over, you get a message that says, you know, if you have no incorrect records, then nothing will appear in these graphs. So don't be alarmed if that happens. There's a filter on this table, which allows you to evaluate your records in a different way, but within the Tableau dashboard. But you can see the records with errors using the query page instead of downloading the underlying data by using that tooltip with the view data, if you'd rather stay within this dashboard. So here you can filter and see what error is applicable to your data set. Alright, if you ever get stuck or do something on your dashboard that you did not intend to do, scroll to the bottom and click Undo. If you've made several changes and want to go back to the original default view, you can click Revert, and it will clear all previous filters and any actions you've taken to modify this dashboard. There are a couple of other options while this is refreshing. So now you can see we cleared the filters that had been applied for the National Capital Region. You can share this dashboard, so you can get a link to it and send that to colleagues. You can download the dashboard. Each page is formatted to be printer friendly, and so if you select the PDF option, accept these defaults, and click Download, you'll have a page download. This pop-up box comes up, and you'll notice that you have a PDF that you can now send to your local printer and put on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. If you want to go back to the home page, you can click on this button, on this home button, and it will take you back to the home page. The back button on the query pages takes you back to the module page for that query. The back button is only on the query pages, so it will only take you back to the module page. Okay, so now I will open the discussion up for some questions. We'll have some questions from a colleague of mine, Andrew Callahan, and then we will close the presentation.
Great. My question is, does the DQS have a report scheduling capability similar to the Asset Management Reporting System, or AMRS?
There is no scheduling capability in Tableau at this time, so the answer to that question is no.
Okay. Next question is, are placeholder/parent asset records included in the DQS?
No, there should not be any placeholder parent asset records evaluated in the DQS.
And the final question is, are project scope and tool or PST work orders included in the DQS?
Yes. Work orders that are bundled into projects are included and evaluated in the Data Quality Scorecard. those were some of the questions that we received during our brown bags. If you have additional questions or comments about the data quality scorecard, please contact the FMP Help Desk. Otherwise, thank you for watching this presentation of the data quality scorecard, and have a nice day.